Hello, my name is Chris Allen, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to animate cameras using blueprints in Unreal. I've already got my project up and running, but if you haven't, just go ahead and launch whichever version of Unreal you're using, and then you'll get the screen that looks like this. You can go to New Project, and for this one it doesn't really matter. You can do any of these just to have a template to start with. I'm doing third person just because we worked on it last week, doing the jump pad. But the gameplay isn't really going to matter. We're just going to mess with the cameras today. So to make it a little bit cooler, I downloaded a free asset from the marketplace. It's called Soul City, and that's the one to run my camera through, just so it has like something more interesting to look at. It's free, so if you want to do it, you would just go add to project and then select which project you want to add it to. It's supported up to 4.2, so everything should be good. There's also a Soul Cave, and there's a lot of Infinity Blade assets too that are free. So check those out if you want, like just a pre-made world to mess with. But anyways, let's get started on the camera. So I'll show you what it looks like here. It's a little choppy because it's a YouTube live video, but here's the jump pads from last week. I made mine look like a gear. It's just kind of this like cyberpunk dystopic neon kind of city look, which I like. So I'm gonna have the camera basically do what we just did there. So to get started, let me hide all the pre-made stuff. And I'll go to content and I'll add a new folder just so I know where to find this for this tutorial. And I'll call it like custom camera or something like that. And then I'll add a new camera. So you can just search in here actually for camera. Pop it in there. And in here, we're going to do a new blueprint. Well, actually, you know what? We're just going to go straight to cinematics. So we might not even need that folder. Let's see. I'll do cinematics, add level sequence. Now this is where I'm going to put it. So the custom camera folder, and it'll be whatever you want to call it, like custom camera sequence. And you'll get a timeline. So basically, this is, I don't know, roughly 6 seconds. It's 30 frames per second. So you can choose how many, where the range is, how long it is, stuff like that. The first thing we'll add, or the only thing we'll really add in this video, is going to be the camera. So you go plus track, and you can just search camera actor 2 because I just clicked on it. It'll be already highlighted. You can rename it if you want, but that's up to you. So this is what the camera will see. I'll make this a little smaller. So now we're just going to set keyframes. I guess I'm going to start with this. That's a fine spot to start. So we're messing with the transform. We're going to keyframe all of them. So a keyframe is like a stage in the animation that you have to hit, and then there's an in between. So you'll see as we go. So if you press the plus for transform, it'll set it for all of them. Location, rotation, and scale. Those are the 3 things we're going to keyframe. I find it to be the easiest way is just to fly the camera around. So if you right click the camera, pilot the camera. Now you're going to want to move it forward. We're just going to kind of do a rough job here just for demonstration. So move it forward a few seconds maybe, and then kind of put it where you want it to go. Be aware that it'll try to go through things if possible. So I'll start here, then I'll go, up and over or something like that. So I'll just do my transform here, and then you can scrub through, make sure that's what you like. If you have 2 monitors, it's even better. Okay, so we'll do the next one. It's going to be up here maybe. A little bit of an angle. Unreal likes to flip the cameras around sometimes, so keep keep testing your angles and stuff. And if you want, so get to the frame that you're already on, and I can kind of reset my rotation manually here. See if I like that though. And they don't have to be all matched up, so I could make the, whoops, not the scale. We don't need scale, but you can actually delete all those. I can actually move the rotation one. Well, even just the yaw, I can move that a little bit forward, so you can see it'll do its normal move, and then it'll kind of turn a little bit afterwards. That right there. It's up to you. This is like basic animating, starting with the camera. So I'm gonna make it fly up like higher for this time, and go ahead and keyframe that again. Press the plus for all of them. We can always delete the scale later. It doesn't really matter. So we're flying through. We're flying up. Move it forward again in time, and I want to like go maybe through here or something. Pretty cool. So transform again. Make sure we're going the right way. Got to be careful. You can slow down your camera speed to do more precise stuff. Right there. Let's see if that works. Oh, shoot. I need to fast forward in time. Okay. Let's try that one. That's fine. I might need to extend my scene, so you just drag this red bar and it'll give you more time. So we can go forward and just kind of dip down. So like here is pretty cool, I think. And then maybe have it kind of go right over these things. And that might be it. And maybe just the last one could be a turnaround kind of thing. Like a final shot, however you want the final shot to look. So let's see if I like that. I want it to go the other way though. So if your camera's spinning the wrong way, this is actually a good point. You can go on in here and go to the, click this and it shows the curve editor. This will show basically a graph of which way things are curving. So it looks like this yaw is what's messed up. So it's the blue one, and I think it just went the wrong way. So I mean, let's see. What I really want it to be is this way, I guess. So let's see. Okay, so that's how you use the curve editor. And actually, let me go back into my sequence. So you can make it bigger by messing with this. I'll scroll that in and out. You can also move around. I just want to separate that last move and make it a little longer. So it's going to be the rotation, and I'm just going to scoot it over in time so it takes a little bit longer. And that's about it for custom camera movements. There are more. I'll show you a couple options in a second. But let's see how this looks for now. So to start at the beginning, just hit the arrow all the way to the front and press play. Oh, we have to actually look through that camera. Is this our camera? Nope. That's why it's good to label your cameras. Something you'll remember. It's this one, camera actor 2. So that's how it's going to look right there. Let's press play. Oops, I'll press play over here. Okay, so that's our moves. That first one's too fast. That one might be a little too fast. It's all a little too fast. So easy way to solve that is just to spread everything apart in the level sequencer. So yeah, that's about it. Let's see. I don't know why these aren't showing up right here. Maybe it's too zoomed in. There we go. And it looks like I cut off the beginning too. So you can just spread everything apart. Just slide it on open. You can drag select. Make it bigger like that. Slide it over. Slide it over. And so on and so forth. I think I did that backwards. Okay, so anyways, let's see the difference. Let's see if it made any difference here. Oh, I added that first one that I didn't want. Anyways, it's a lot smoother and slower. And the turnaround's better. Yeah, good enough for this demo purposes. Obviously, you'd want to fine tune it. You can fine tune it through the event graph or just in the sequencer right here. But that's about it. If you want to render it out, which if you're in my classes, what you'll be doing, you just render this out as a whatever you want. I mean, I would go full 1920 res. Image sequences, video sequence. I think that should work. Just put it where you want to put it. I'll just put mine on the desktop. And it'll name itself whatever the world is. So press capture movie. It'll ask you to save everything. And it'll take a while to export that movie. Actually, not too bad. It's going to run bad in this little preview thing. This is how it's actually rendering right now, each frame. When it's done, you'll have your movie where you saved it. And that's the end of this lesson. So if you have questions, post it in the comments or send me an email. All right, thanks, bye.